Hi everyone, I am Kirkland Smith. This is my little helper, Jacqueline Smith, my son. I want to welcome you to Art Time with Kirkland Smith. Let's get started. So please remember that, our tip. Good. Now I'm going to focus on these spheres. Go straight into creating my lines. So what I'm going to do, doesn't matter how we do it. You could use your pencil, you could use a pen, you can use a marker. I have a marker, so I can use a marker, and the marker good because the marker makes the work pop out. So you can see the effect of solid lines, and I'm going to draw my circle. And don't be afraid to move around your sphere. Seems like you need some little help there to look puffy. Feels like there's a push away. So I want to get a nice circular shape. So what I do, I turn it around. Let me do this other one at the same time. See, turn it around. Remember, your circle doesn't have to be perfect, so don't be afraid of imperfection. It becomes better when you practice more and more. Draw my lines, my curved lines. Draw my curved lines, and you see, bam, the difference. Curved lines. We're getting there. It looks solid. And then I do my box. Or the cube. So it makes it look solid. Good. Now I continue with my corridor, outlining this. And make sure that your lines don't go through your spheres and your boxes, creating that effect of solidness. And it's optical art, so we're fooling our eyes into thinking movement, motion, three-dimensional work. Remember, it's an abstract art, and we're creating this effect. So when people look at our artwork, it will look as though there's some kind of motion going on, some kind of movement, and that's a nice effect that you can do. It's an activity you can do on small scale level, like what we're doing here. You can use a large paper, you can use a typing sheet, crystal board. You can even paint it if you have paint as well after you have outlined it. So that's one way of approaching it. Optical art. You can go in color or you can do it in black and white. So let's continue here. Want the effect of the tile above and the effect of the tile below. So I want to make some distinction here. If I just leave it as it is, it looks kind of, boring. So I could add, following the shape of the different rectangle here, creating that effect following the borders. How is your one coming along, Jackim?
Great.
Excellent. Don't be afraid if your lines come out crooked. Remember, the idea is for us to learn the concept. It's not for us to create perfect art. Yes, as we do art, we get better. So please remember that. Perfection is not our aim. Creativity is our aim. And also concept, you understanding the concept and the techniques and the approach. And if you notice, in a lot of art we are using shapes. Shapes play a big role in art, so don't ever take math for granted, and or different objects and different shapes that we use every day. Alright, so here we have it, and then you could add color to this, and you can shade it one in, one out, some black, some light, so it can go dark here on this on the tile, just like when you put tiles down on your floor. Do opposite, one in, one out, shading it there to create some effect. You can do a pencil shading, or you can use crayons, you can use color pencils, you can use paint, you can use markers, and you can create it however you want and make it your own. Optical art, we call this optical art, fooling the eyes into thinking motion or movement. You could shade it where you want. Alright, so as we look at it now, we see because of the shading with the pencil, or you can show it color, it creates what we call contrast. Then you see there's a distinction between the hallway that tends to go backwards into the picture and the objects that look like they're bouncing around. There's the effect that we have, and you can create contrast to distinguish the objects and shapes. You can use black and white in shading, you can use color as well to create contrast. Alright, so with that, Jackie, you want to show them what you have done with your piece. Wow, that's excellent. So optical art. So again, thank you for joining us today for this episode of Art Time with Kirkland Smith and
Jackie Smith.
with that, we want to say goodbye
Bye.
until next time.
Bye.